Hey everybody, Chris here. Welcome back to another episode of Woodmere Estate Revival. We are down at the house today doing a number of different things. We started out the day by working on the mailbox. Amber's downstairs painting around the door, the front door, and my dad and I are upstairs working in the laundry. We're taking care of the built-in shelf that goes in between the cabinets above the washer and dryer. So let me show you what we're working on exactly. All right, so here's the spacing question. These are the cabinets that we put up last time. We got the doors up, they're looking really nice, but we're going to do a built-in in between these two cabinets right here, and we're going to make it look like the body of the cabinet itself. It'll have an upper and lower rail, and then it'll have a shelf here, and then it'll have a top here, and then we'll have crown running across it just like we would everything else, and then we'll do a couple of shelves here in the middle that Amber can use to display stuff or store stuff, whatever. So we're working on that. Dad's here, give me a hand. Hey Dad.
Hand, that's about all, right?
Hey, we'll take whatever we can get. So we're going to go ahead and attach some wood to the front here to get started, and then we'll put our lower shelf in and then keep going from there. All right, so we got our first piece in. This is our bottom rail, and we designed it so that it will run continuously with the bottom rail of the cabinet here. Just to give it that nice built-in look. It's 1.5 inches poplar stock, and nice hard, smooth wood. And we used some screws and kind of toe screwed it from the back side there into the front rail on the cabinets. So all the fasteners are hidden, and it's got a nice strong connection. Next we're going to do our bottom shelf. Got some pine boards that we're going to use to do the bottom, and then we'll move up and box in the top. Alright, so while my dad and I have been upstairs working in the laundry room, Amber's been down here trimming out and painting the door surround.
So it's January.
Yeah.
And we had a 70-degree day, which is very unusual. So I decided it'd be a good idea to go ahead and get this primed, and then it'll probably be springtime before we paint it, but at least we'll have it primed.
That's right. And you had to sand it down before you get started.
Yeah.
The raw
and I
wood.
couldn't find my sanding sponges, and so anyways.
Yeah, the raw
Here
wood.
I am in the dark, almost. Painting.
The grain had lifted on the raw wood,
Yeah.
so she had to go through and sand it all down. And then I had to do some work on the screw holes. We used trim head screws, but still when they went into the mahogany, they kind of pooched up the edge of the hole a little bit. So I had to trim that off and sand it down. And then Amber's getting the primer on, looking good.
And Reed and I painted washed and painted the mailbox earlier.
Yeah.
So
It turned out nice.
it did. I can't wait to get the mailbox on it.
Well, keep up the good work, honey.
Thank you.
Something new and different off the front porch here. You can see a gas light flickering in the distance. Got our lamppost installed, I don't know, a week or two ago, and then our plumber came back yesterday, I guess it was, and installed the gas line and installed the light for us. So looks fantastic. So excited about that. And if you look down over the edge of the pool here, you can actually see the ones at the front gate as well. Walk over here and take a look. Flickering on top of the gate posts. So that looks killer. We've ordered our 8x8s. Turns out nobody carries 8x8 pressure treated posts locally. It's really strange. Not any of the big box stores or anybody. So we had to order those. So we're waiting on our 8x8s. And once we get those, we'll go ahead and set those in concrete on either side of the driveway. And then we'll be able to go ahead and build our gates. Get those puppies mounted and get our driveway secure. Going to hang a donation box on the outside of it in case anybody wants to come by and contribute to the cause. So, head back to the house here. Discovered earlier today that we had a deer stick its hooves through our pool cover. Look at that. Ridiculous. There goes Papa Stansberry heading out. But yeah, we could see tracks all the way across the pool cover. So the deer like to walk up the side of the hill here. And so we're guessing that, you see all the little paw prints in the mud. We're guessing that one of them came booking up over the hill and just ran out onto the pool cover. And then the hoof went through and it panicked and ran all the way across. So I'm glad we didn't come up here and find a big hole and a deer floating in the pool. That would have been awful. But at any rate, there's the mailbox post down there that Amber got done with Reed's help. Looks beautiful. We've got a mailbox to get installed once the paint dries. This place is looking more and more like a home. Man, love those gas lights. Love them. All right, so I'm going to head back in the house and start working on the top part of the cabinet. Okay, so I got the top rail installed. And now I've got the back rail and the pine top to go in. So I'm going to get those screwed together and then it'll look pretty much just like this bottom piece. It's going to look very nice, very symmetrical, and it'll box that in. So let me get that done and then I'll show you the final results. So there we have it. The top piece of the cabinet is in and it looks really good. Got 6 little screw holes on the face here to fill in, and then a few on the shelf and on the top there. But really, I think it's going to match the cabinets nicely. Once we get everything filled and caulked and painted, it's going to look just like part of the cabinets. And then we've got a couple of shelves that we're going to put here in the middle. And we're actually going to make those out of butcher block because we're going to have some extra after we make our countertop. We're going to have some extra butcher block, and so we'll actually be able to cut a couple of shelves out of that. So I think that'll really give it a nice look. So we'll paint all this interior, the trim color, and then the butcher block will have natural. And we'll go ahead and just oil it like we're going to do the countertop in here. So I think that's really going to look nice. So there we go. All right, so that's going to wrap it up for this evening. Everybody else is already headed for the house. It's way past dinner time, so I'm going to clean up here and head home, have a bite of dinner, and put my feet up. It's dark, it's pouring the rain, so we're definitely not going to get any more done outside. And inside, I'm at a good stopping point, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for the evening. But we'll be back down here tomorrow to go ahead and take care of hopefully the rest of the cabinet project in here, and then we'll be ready to start putting up some trim in the laundry room. Excited about that. So we'll check in with you guys tomorrow.